Hi, welcome to my channel. Now we uncover the story of the mysteries of the Sumerians, secrets of the world's first civilization. In human history, many great civilizations have risen and fallen. Egypt, Greece, Rome, China. But long before any of these became powerful, there existed a mysterious ancient society that shaped the world in ways most people never realize. This forgotten civilization is the Sumerians, a people who lived more than 6,000 years ago in a land called Mesopotamia, in present-day Iraq. They created the foundations of modern human life: writing, laws, cities, farming, astronomy, mathematics, schools, and even storytelling. Yet for thousands of years, their history disappeared beneath desert sands. Today, archaeologists are still uncovering secrets about who the Sumerians really were, where they came from, and how they achieved so much in a time when most humans still lived in simple tribes. This is the story of the world's first great civilization, full of mysteries that still puzzle scientists and historians today. Chapter 1. The Land Between Two Rivers. The Sumerians lived in a region called Mesopotamia, meaning the land between two rivers. These two rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates, created fertile lands perfect for farming. While most parts of the world struggled for food, Sumerians used canals, irrigation, and planned agriculture to grow wheat, barley, dates, and vegetables. Their success in farming allowed people to settle permanently instead of wandering as hunters. Villages turned into towns, and towns grew into the world's first major cities, such as Uruk, Lagash, Eridu, Nippur. These weren't simple settlements. They had streets, walls, temples, markets, workshops, and organized government. They invented urban life before any other civilization. Chapter 2. The invention that changed humanity: writing. One of the Sumerians' greatest contributions is writing. Around 3400 BCE, they developed a system called cuneiform, which used wedge-shaped marks pressed into clay tablets. Why did they create writing? Surprisingly, not for poetry or stories at first. It was for business records. They wrote grain shipments, trade agreements, taxes, worker payments. Over time, writing grew more complex. They wrote laws, myths, prayers, history, literature. One of the world's oldest stories, the Epic of Gilgamesh, comes from Sumer. It is so ancient that it predates the Bible, the pyramids, and even the earliest Chinese dynasties. Writing allowed knowledge to survive across generations, making Sumer the first literate society on Earth. Chapter 3. Ziggurats. The ancient stairway to heaven. In the center of every Sumerian city stood a massive stepped pyramid called a ziggurat. These were not tombs like the pyramids of Egypt. They were temples believed to be the dwelling places of the gods. The most famous is the Great Ziggurat of which still stands today, rising out of the desert like a giant stone mountain. Ziggurats were built with millions of mud bricks and decorated with bright colors. Priests performed rituals and sacrifices at the top, believing that the higher they climbed, the closer they were to heaven. The design has inspired legends for thousands of years. Some say it even influenced the biblical story of the Tower of Babel. Chapter 4. Science, Numbers, and the Stars. The Sumerians were extraordinary thinkers. Without telescopes, advanced tools, or modern equipment, they made discoveries that shaped modern math and science. Their achievements included the 60-minute hour, the 12-month calendar, the 7-day week, early astronomy, mapping stars and planets, early geometry for building canal systems. Yes, the time we use today is based on the Sumerian number system of base 60. They tracked the movement of the moon and stars to predict seasons, floods, and agricultural cycles. Their understanding of astronomy influenced later civilizations like Babylon, Greece, and Rome. Chapter 5. The First Legal System. Thousands of years before modern law, Sumerians developed one of the earliest recorded legal codes. They wrote laws on tablets so everyone knew the rules. Laws controlled property rights, business transactions, marriage, divorce, inheritance, crimes, and punishments. This was the beginning of organized justice. Their legal ideas influenced the later Code of Hammurabi, which influenced legal systems worldwide. In short, Sumerians invented the idea that society must be ruled by written laws, not by personal power. Chapter 6. Technology far ahead of its time. Sumerians were inventors. Their tools changed human life forever. They created the wheel, the plow, the sailboat, advanced pottery, bronze tools and weapons, drainage and irrigation systems. The wheel alone is one of the most important inventions in human history. It allowed transportation, carts, trade, pottery wheels. Their engineering skills were so advanced that many historians still question how they achieved such progress so early. Chapter 7. A global trading civilization. Sumerians were not isolated. They traded with Egypt, India, Persia, Arabia, Turkey, Afghanistan. They exchanged gold, silver, copper, timber, lapis lazuli, pottery, textiles. Some archaeologists believe they even had contact with early civilizations in India via sea routes. Their trade networks created one of the first global economies in history. Chapter 8. Kings, Priests, and the Social Order. Sumerian society was carefully organized. At the top were the kings, who were believed to rule by divine approval. Below them were priests, who managed temples, schools, and festivals. Citizens included farmers, potters, metalworkers, merchants, scribes, soldiers. Women had rights many later societies denied. They could own property, run businesses, and even become priestesses. This complex social structure helped maintain stability for more than 3,000 years. Chapter 9. The Mysterious Origins of the Sumerians. One of the biggest questions is, where did the Sumerians come from? Their language is unlike any other known language. It is not related to Arabic, Hebrew, Indian languages, Chinese, or European languages. Some theories suggest they came from the mountains of Iran, the shores of the Persian Gulf, ancient Turkey, Central Asia, but nothing is proven. Their advanced knowledge of math, writing, and city design appears suddenly in history, leading to many mysterious theories about their origin. Even today, archaeologists debate how they became so advanced so early. Chapter 10. The Fall of the First Civilization. Around 2000 BCE, the Sumerian cities began to weaken. Environmental changes, wars, and internal conflict made life harder. The Akkadians, and later the Babylonians, rose to power and absorbed many aspects of Sumerian culture. Over time, the Sumerian language disappeared, and the cities turned to ruins. For thousands of years, the world forgot about the Sumerians, until archaeologists rediscovered their clay tablets in the 1800s. Suddenly, humanity realized that many things we consider modern were actually invented by this ancient society. Legacy: why the Sumerians still matter. Today, the impact of the Sumerians is everywhere. Our time system, our calendars, our laws, our writing, our cities, our engineering, our mathematics, our storytelling. The world we live in exists because of them. They were humanity's first civilization, the blueprint for everything that came later. And yet, many mysteries remain: their origins, their sudden rise, and the full meaning of many of their writings are still unsolved puzzles. The Sumerians may have vanished, but their legacy shaped the world forever. Finally, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share this World History Facts Hub channel to others.